Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I know you've missed me. I came to show you my shirt. My friend Patty stopped over today. It says, what does it say? Just hug me. She often gets me a night shirt for my birthday because it turns out we wear off like the same night shirts. So she came over today and brought me this and picked up a couple of community newspapers because last week's paper was FFA. I'm going to put on my Huggy Bear hat. I can't take my hair. $2.50 hat. I always like to tell you what I pay for everything. I'm sure. Bernard's in. I let him in when I got up to get the hat. FFA, Future Farmers of America, that was our campaign in the paper on the 17th of February. And I inadvertently did a rant about the death of the small farm and corporate farms. And in the process of doing so, ladies and gentlemen, I reflected on my childhood and, you know, the farmers around here and whatnot. And Patty and her family were farmers, totally. And so I told a couple of stories about them. Bernard, I'll try to hold him up at the end of the video. He is huge, and we let him in quite a bit now, ladies and gents. So the little fella, that big fella. So she came over here today and handed me this. Okay, look at this. It's adorable. I'm going to use it in the background. Oh dear, it's Bernard. Look at the camera, Bernard. Here he is. Look at how big he is. He's huge. Honey, I don't really want you up here, sweetie. So, can you just go bench, bench, bench? I know Marie's on the bench. Hold on. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Marie. Get off the bench. All right, good girls. Girl, boy, animals. It's the buddy bench. I tell him to bench and he stays there. I think I have lint on my hat. It's black and velvety. I wore black velvet, wow, wow. Funny thing about the hat is that I saw somebody wearing one in an interview or something, and I thought, oh my God, I haven't worn one of those in years. I want a Huggy Bear hat. I don't know if that's what they're really called. And then I found one for $2.50. Okay. So she brought this into the house. It actually goes. Isn't it cute? And look at, watch, like you have an option. The shirt was in it. So right now I'm in these night clothes coming at you because I was having a hot flash and I thought I'll just show you the shirt. I could actually probably wear it as a shirt. I don't see why not. You know, around the house or something. It's pretty thin. So I wanted to show you that, and then I wanted to let you know what we're doing on Sunday. We're doing a new game, but it isn't really a new game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new way to present 3 old games. Ooh. I'm calling it, I wrote it down here, Triathlon Lounging Style. Triathlon Lounging Style, and so there's 3 things, you know, triathlon, and that means 3 things. It actually has to do with sports, as you know. Running, I think, sprinting. I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen, hold me, but we're doing trivia. There's going to be like 10 or so trivia questions related to Black History Month, regular trivia style. Then another section is WMB, What's My Bag, where I give an obscure clue and then another more decent clue, and then we work our way to the answer, you know, guessing each time. And then the other one is, what do we have here? The Black History Trivia, WMB, and then SBD, same but different. Different. So we're going to do that style. So in other words, it is a new game, but with old games wound into it kind of deal. I'm not real sure what I'm talking about. So that's what's going on Sunday at 12:30. I'm a bit not right. I'm a little bit under the weather. A few intestinal things unfolding, which I will spare you of. But I was supposed to get down to Geneva today and give Janet her hat and some scrubbies that were made for her by Cloudy Sunshine. But I didn't really want to leave the house. But I think she's going to be able to stop by here tonight, and I can fly out to the driveway and give them to her. Cloudy was nice enough to do this, and those who get little packages from me from now on will, until supplies last or whatever, while supplies last, will be getting some homemade scrubbies by Cloudy Sunshine. All right, I'm going to hold him up, and then I'm probably going to exit. Let me pause till I can get him in order. He's so big. Resuming. Here he is. He is so big, ladies and gentlemen. Look at his paw. His paws cover a, all right. They cover a baby food jar lid. And I should know since I work with him all the time, yeah. Look at this neat thing I got for Perpetch. It came in here. And it's these little They're magnets, and you can make things with it. Like the other night, he came into the bedroom and was acting really weird. Here, he made a necklace out of it and a bracelet. So, and I didn't notice. So, you know, and they stand up on here and do. It's like real fun, kind of busy work if you don't want to smoke cigarettes or eat something. It's really on there, isn't it? So, Bernard's enthralled. Once again, from Patty McMaster Oswald, Patricia Louise is what I call her, even though that's not her middle name at all. I'm signing off. I'll see you Sunday at 12:30 here in the lounge. I haven't set it up yet, but I do have the game done. Judith M. Villeneuve, let me start again. Judith M. Villeneuve of Maine was kind enough to sort of fill in for Kathleen in terms of the bonus questions. I didn't even tell Kathleen or remind her because she's dealing with some issues right now. So send her some vibes if you think about it, Kathleen. I didn't want to bother her with the bonus question crap. So Judy has stepped in and has supplied me with a couple of them. They're good. They're fun. They are informative. I couldn't believe all the stuff I learned while researching the Black History Month. Very fascinating stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Things you don't hear about every day. That's what I try to do in the lounge, is go off the beaten path a bit. In fact, we have a whole game dedicated to it, Off the Beaten Path, where we explore areas that are seldom discussed, like alternative research, alternative science, alternative math. I don't really think there's such a thing as alternative math, but I wouldn't be surprised. Alternative history, you know, hidden history, things that have been hidden, and we live in a world that has not described correctly to us over the years, I guess. I'm done. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others, drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues, leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. Remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for this. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. And I'm not going to sign off yet because I discovered a gentleman the other day. His name's Mark Charles. If you type into YouTube, Mark Charles Navajo or Mark Charles 2020 or something like that. Evidently, he's an independent running for the president, which doesn't impress me at all. I mean, I'm not really supporting anyone, as I mentioned before, and pearls were clutched. If I had to, though, I'd support this guy. He's an independent. And he brings to light the history that we have kind of glossed over, whitewashed, I guess you would say, and the Constitution and other things. Look up something called the Doctrine of Discovery. It's really eye-opening, kind of explains why certain, like, Christian nations or those that were kind of guided by the Pope and all this jazz from the 1400s thought it was okay to come in and just plow over the indigenous population of all over the world, really, unless they were, like, a Christian nation. Get it? So, really fascinating guy. He gives some speeches. He gave a TED Talk. It's about 30 minutes. Again, Mark Charles. I think if you just type in Mark Charles Navajo or Mark Charles TED Talk, it'll give you an idea. I really learned a lot from him, although I wasn't surprised over what I heard in terms of the Constitution and stuff like that, but I didn't ever connect it with this Doctrine of Discovery, so I'm done. I've gone on way too long. Love you. Bye-bye. See you Sunday at 12:30. Maybe even tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, too. I'll make up for lost time. Love you. Bye.